And hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Box Office Shuffle, where we're traveling all the way back to 1993, and apparently one of the first DVDs ever actually released in America for an adaptation from one of America's premier, legal scholar drama writers, and John Grisham. We watched The Pelican Brief, which released in 1993. The actual release we watched was a DVD that came out in 1997, which was actually, we looked it up, the year the DVDs came out. I'm one of your hosts, Thomas, a.k.a. Mr. Wartburg. Joining me, as always, on this journey through movie randomization is Chris, a.k.a. Gamma Caruchador.
Hey, I'm not. Don't indict me, please.
Okay. And joining us, as always, is Joe, a.k.a. Joe.
What up? If I ever get indicted, delete all my hard drives. Purge all of them.
I'm going to save every single one of them and
You
use
son
them
of
as
a
blackmail.
So as I
Just
said,
save the jellyfin server.
Yeah,
Save
just
the
save that,
jellyfin!
really. Yeah.
just save that. That's all we got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, and we'll get into it later, but this might be a movie I'd put on a Plex server, and then somebody else can have the disc, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. This is a movie physical media podcast where each of the three of us bring our physical media collections. We put them in a randomizer, as I mentioned. That's where the shuffle name comes from. Joey has a Plex server, or not Plex server, Jellyfin server that he rips everything to. And then me and Chris have, the traditional physical media on display collections. This week, the Shuffler gave us a movie from my collection, which I've never seen. I don't even know if this DVD's ever been watched. It was open, but I don't know it was ever watched. The disc was pristine, and it played perfectly fine. I think I've
Both
read the
sides.
book. Yeah.
Both sides
It was
played
a
perfectly fine.
two-sided DVD movie.
Yeah.
This is crazy in my eyes.
It didn't even say play on the menu. That's how
Yeah.
retro people were still
Yeah.
figuring out how the hell DVD menus were supposed to work. Because this
It was so
released
funny.
on DVD June 24th, 1997. The first DVD, Joey, would you actually Google what the first DVD was that came out in the US? I should have looked that up. That was March 24th, 1997. So literally 3 months before. We were still figuring out how DVDs were supposed to work. But while Joey's looking that up, some facts and figures on The Pelican Brief. It came out originally in December 17th, 1993 in theaters. Had a budget of about $45 million and had a box office total of $195 million. And I'm going to put a pin in that because we're coming back to guess the top 10 movies from 1993 in a bit. And it was directed by Alan Pakula, who most famously directed All the President's Men in 1976, starring Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman, that told the story of the Watergate scandal and the Woodward and Bernstein, like how they broke the story, more specifically. So, Joey, what was it? Do you have the answer?
The movie was Twister in 1996.
That seems fitting. That was a big hit in 96.
Also, double-sided, it looks like. And it comes in the cardboard case.
Yeah,
Called
with
something
the-
else.
Mm-hmm.
This guy?
Yeah.
The little pop and
That
lock.
guy.
Pop open?
Yep.
Yeah. I got about
Yeah.
15 movies that have that. And then they moved to the
Yep.
new cases.
Yeah.
Like the one
Oh,
I'm going to
there's-
send Chris, his Peacekeeper Wars copy.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's
Maverick.
Sorry, it's not double-sided. It's double-sided for widescreen or
Yeah, a lot of
normal
movies did that,
viewing.
like both
Yes.
features that were double-sided.
Standard.
That was pretty
Mhm.
common. This, the movie was literally split in two.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I thought I broke something,
Mhm.
and I had to flip it over.
Yep.
It was crazy. I've never had that happen on a movie before. I haven't
I'm
had
gonna
to
be
do
honest.
multi-disc since, literally, as I said on the stream, Mass Effect 3. Like, that's it.
Oh, for me, it's Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings extended editions. Those are my only
Oh.
multi-disc things.
That makes sense, because that's 4 hours on, like, a DVD. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
that would make sense.
Right.
'cause
And
that's a
there's
lot of
special
data.
features, like a little bit of special features on each of them.
Yeah, that would make sense. Not for a
So-
movie that's just 220. You know,
Right.
not crazy, but
Mm-mm.
it was definitely a trip to see a movie that's basically just scanned off a VHS rip onto a DVD and they spat it out.
would-
I'm curious if the Blu-ray
would-
version looks better.
I would love to know how many floppy disks it would take to have
Oh, if you give me the
a
date, I'd get
movie
that.
like this on it. How many times would you have to reinsert a floppy disk?
Well, you'd need 30 to 100 records on vinyl to record a 2-hour movie. But okay, this is where I get an overview. How many floppies? Oh, there's a howmanyfloppy.com.
Oh, that's actually awesome.
movie.
Yeah.
How
I'm
many-
not the only one who's
Joey,
thought of this. This
you've
is
ripped a lot-
crazy.
Joey, you've ripped a lot of movies to your server.
Yes.
How big is a DVD generally
But
for just the movie?
2 gigs? Kind of the ballpark of that.
Just 2 gigs would need 5,555 floppy disks.
5,500?
Yes. 5,555.56 to be exact.
So,
On how many floppies.com.
so, okay.
Excuse me, how many floppy disks.com. Got to get it right.
So, what was the exact number again?
55555.56.
5555. Wait, 55555?
5,555.
So 55,000?
Did I say 5 fives? I meant 4 fives.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
0.56.
Yeah. Excuse
Okay.
me. A lot of fives.
Okay. Okay.
I did not know we were going to go in this direction. We've never done this on the show. But that is an interesting
I'm
question.
going to be doing some math here. Because I want to know. So this movie, Pelican Brief, is how long?
2 hours, 21 minutes.
2 hours and 21 minutes. That's 141 minutes.
Mhm.
Divide that by 60. Wait.
Oh.
No, multiply by 60. Times 60. So there's 8,460 seconds in this movie. You would not get a full second worth of movie per
No.
disc. Or no, you would get
It'd
a
be like
little
1
bit
point-
more than a
It'd
second.
be like
worth.
1.4 or something. Yeah.
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 1.4 seconds per disc.
So what confuses me, this was a double-sided DVD, but Pelican Brief is printed in a single VHS.
That
They
makes
must
no
have been
sense.
very confused.
Because DVD is inherently more efficient than VHS.
Yeah.
At
Not by
the
a
time, they were
massive,
probably
but
yeah, they were probably shooting on 24 frames a second.
most likely, I would assume.
So you would get per floppy disk, you would get 36 and a half frames. So literally just over a second and a half of movie per floppy disk
Just watching a
if
reel
it
of a
was 2
movie.
gigs.
Oh my god.
Oh, I wonder if it's because it was a single layer DVD, not a dual layer. The dual layers hold
Oh.
8. That was like the
Okay.
last version of DVD before they moved on to Blu-ray.
Oh.
I bet it was a single layer DVD, which I don't own many of. I'm sure my Jackie Chan movies that I've got are probably single layer DVD. They were in that first wave of his movies that came over, were early DVDs.
Yeah.
I bet those are all single layer. Yeah.
Damn.
Interesting. Well, Joey,
Yeah.
now that we've got the math portion out of the way, how about you hit us with the movie's back of the box description, since we're a physical media show.
All right. Academy Award winner Julia Roberts and Denzel Washington headline a Alan J. Polka?
Pakula.
Pakuba.
I think
Sorry.
it's Pakula. There's no B.
Pakula. I don't know. In parentheses, presumed innocent, all the men's presence. Oh, it's stuff he's done. Okay.
Oh, it is a little
wait,
different version than mine. Mine doesn't say all the president's men.
Okay. Directs the this first-rate thriller. I want to consider that. Based on John Grisham's bestseller. 2 Supreme Court justices have been murdered, and a lone law student, Roberts, turns her suspicions about the deaths into speculative brief that sends shockwaves into the highest levels of government. She and I didn't hear that. She and a determined investigative reporter, Washington, want to tell the world what they have uncovered. If they live to tell it. The race is on, and these two are more than runners. They're moving targets. Dun dun dun.
Indeed. And I did look it up. Apparently, the Blu-ray is actually quite well reviewed compared to the DVD. So if you're ever going to buy this movie,
Oh.
just get the copy off of some site and buy them. Or you see it in a thrift store, buy the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Don't futz with the DVD. Because apparently it's a lot better. Because let me tell you, we're going to get into the lighting and the colors
Oh my
and just how
God.
very, very 90s this was in the wrong ways. Though, oddly enough, that seems to be coming back in Hollywood. We seem to have either gone full Netflix lighting or no lighting, and I fucking hate it. Annoys the shit out of
You
me.
can find the happy medium.
I literally saw a post today on Blue Sky that was like, men in LA, stop trying to become influencers and become gaffers. We need lighting on these things. I can't see anything.
Yeah. Like, it occurs to me the only movie that recently where I've been like, oh, the lighting was incredible, was to me for how it was used narratively. In the last few years. It might just be either Ryan Johnson or Denis Villeneuve. How they both use light is incredible. So I'd probably go Wake Up Dead Man, use light great. And then The Last Dune as well, because of how he did the black and white was fucking nuts.
It's so good.
Like, crazy. Madman. And so, yeah. But, yeah, anyway, we'll get into it in a second. So, first glance, had any of you guys seen this movie before?
No, I've not seen this movie before. First time watching.
Yes.
Were you...
But I went into it like it was my first time watch, because I did not remember it at all.
Quite some time. So, again, like I was saying, I may have seen this movie before. The DVD case was open. I've got a couple DVDs in my collection that have never been opened, but this one was. I'm pretty sure my mom read a lot of Grisham books, so she may have watched it, and I don't know if I watched it with her. Because I have some vague recollections of reading Grisham books as a kid. When I'm not kid, but like middle school, getting into the accelerated reader program stuff in school. But I don't know if I ever watched the movie before, so it was all basically new to me.
Okay.
But first glance, after now having seen it or seen it again, what'd you think? Enjoyable? Didn't like it? Wanted to leave during halfway when the movie broke? What were we thinking?
I did a couple times use the bathroom. This movie, it just didn't draw me in. I found myself looking at my phone, as I tend not to during movies, but I just kept looking at it. I was like, damn, I gotta stop doing that. It couldn't keep me in for a long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into it later, but I'm curious I would like to do, this would have been a good 1-2 punch for watching the other 1993 John Grisham movie, The Firm, which starred Tom Cruise and Gene Hackman, which that one is in my head. I actually remember that one. So I think that one is inherently a better movie. I'd be curious to see if we had done that one as well, what you guys would think of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I can actually kind of remember the plot of, now that I think about it. Let me see, go back through my notes. And like I said, it was the second film adaptation in 93 alone from Grisham, who actually didn't publish his first book, his first full novel, until 1989. He wrote A Time to Kill, which would actually come out 3 years later, starring Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson, which is the one about where Samuel L. Jackson kills the men that rape his daughter. The whole, now imagine she's white scene. He also had a few other movies come out in the mid-90s that we'll get into momentarily. I got to actually go back to my list here. We had The Firm and The Pelican Brief in 93. The Client in 94, which we watched the trailer to, which was a weird trailer. Bizarre trailer on the DVD. A Time to Kill, as I mentioned. The Chamber, The Rainmaker, The Gingerbread Man, Runaway Jury, and Christmas with the Cranks, which you guys didn't know was a John Grisham movie. But I did, because he wrote Skipping Christmas, and that's what it's based on. Yep. And obviously, if you don't know John Grisham, he former lawyer, former actual U.S. House of Representative. He was a Mississippi House of Rep from 1984 to 1990. And while he was finishing up his last term, he wrote A Time to Kill based on his own witness. Like, he witnessed a trial, like he watched a trial of he had to listen to a girl basically recount her own rape to a jury.
Oh, God.
And that's when he began writing the story and interspersing, as he grew up in Mississippi, his own take on the Mississippi court system and culture versus where he was at when the specific particulars of that case weren't really drawn over beyond the rape story. But it was where he got the genesis of. And that was an unexpected hit because it was like rejected by like 28 different publishers that I saw on the list. And it finally got some copies sold and it became a hit. Got optioned for a movie, which didn't happen until a few years later. And then he kept just cranking out New York bestsellers in the 90s. It was a pretty insane run from him. Like, I mean, you just go to any thrift store today, you're going to see tons of used John Grisham books, right? Like, That was the
Yeah.
era where like him, Patterson on like the mystery side, like on the fiction like adventure side, you like Clive Cussler just ripping them out. Like a
Right.
a book every year, right? Crazy run from these guys. I'm trying to think who the other guy was. It wasn't Grisham. Todd
Rick
something.
Castle.
No, it was Todd something, but he wrote a lot of like war history stuff, like fictional war history stuff. A lot of his stuff
Okay.
had to do with like Nazis that survived World War II. I don't know if that says anything about the guy, but that's where his focus was. And for some reason,
Interesting.
my dad read a lot of those books, which not going to get into that. But given who he has voted for, I don't know. We'll move on here. The cast was starring.
Welcome to our very, very fun movie-loving podcast.
Exactly. Well, we do not
Let's
ever
talk
about
our
politics
issues.
at all. Like a millionaire trying to, potentially billionaire, kill Supreme Court justices, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's never been any
that
money
could
at play in the
never
Supreme Court.
happen.
No.
Never.
Not at all. This movie starred
No.
Julia Roberts, Denzel Washington, Sam Shepard, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, Tony Goldwyn, and William Atherton, a.k.a. It's true, Your Honor, this man has no dick.
Yes.
Yeah. I did not know. Had no recollection, did not know anything that he was in this movie, and he's barely in it, but I'm like, he's such a recognizable face from 80s
Right.
movies where you're like, I know this man. It's just, he just
There's so
stands
many
out.
people that just have like, they seem like they're such small parts. Like John Lithgow's part isn't huge, but he's John Lithgow.
Yeah.
Stanley Tucci's part isn't massive, but he's Stanley Tucci.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's weird going back to the 30,
yeah.
40 years later roles and be like, whoa, these people got huge.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wild. Obviously, Tucci in a movie right now. I have no intention to see Devil Wears Prada
Oh,
2,
yeah.
but it's in theaters. So Julia Roberts, I should say, was supposed to be, and written in the script, to be a love interest for Denzel's character. And he famously, behind the scenes, said, nah, ain't gonna do that. Apparently, a prior movie he had an on-screen relationship with a white woman, and that his audience and like his people were like, yo, never do that again. People hated this. And he was also worried about being hated as a black man with a white woman from like white men. Like personally, he was worried about that.
Wow.
Which, very different time. I mean, not altogether that much better now, but much different then.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here on my other notes. Oh, yeah. And we can get into it now. This film, and I don't know if it was just the scan from the VHS or what, but my God, was it just like dirty, like dark,
It's very
like,
dark.
grimy almost. And from what I've read of the Blu-ray reviews, just succinctly here when we were talking, they cleaned a lot of that up. So apparently, somewhere in that transfer process, between like when it got to VHS, if that's what they were pulling from, that is not largely what actually was seen on screen. It was more vibrant. There were more colors. It wasn't like just standout visual masterpiece, but it was a better looking film on the screen. And somewhere along the way, it just did not look as good. So I thought I wrote that down because, like, man, this is one of the darkest movies I've watched in a long time.
It's struggled in some spots because I remember like a couple times in the Oval Office, it was very dark. It was like the early morning in the Oval Office, and I was like, damn, I could barely see their faces and like what they're wearing and stuff like that. Like, I was like, maybe they're going for like a more dramatic natural lighting, but no, it definitely wasn't that.
Literally, like Jaron commented while we were watching, he was like, "Oh, this man has no dick," and I was like, "Wait, was that guy? I couldn't see his face.
Yeah,
it was too dark." I was like, "What? How'd you know that?"
Yeah, just absolutely just
zoom and enhance. He does have no dick.
That would absolutely be a joke if they had made that box again today.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys, any other thoughts on the Pelican Brief? You a fan of legal dramas in general?
I like legal dramas, but if this was the first legal drama I ever watched, I probably wouldn't be a fan of legal dramas.
This was A Few Good Men.
No, it was not.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, of the Grisham movies I've watched, this would be the least favorite.
Okay.
By a good margin.
I was like, damn. No.
Yeah.
So, have you guys seen any of that list I mentioned? How many of those have you seen?
3 of them.
Okay, which ones are those?
I watched Time to Kill, The Pelican Case, and a
Excuse
Runaway
me, the
Jury.
Pelican Brief.
The Pelican.
It's our own
oh my God, I wrote
episode we're
case.
talking about right
Pelican
now.
boxers.
The Pelican Boxers. No, yeah, those are the 3 I've seen.
Wait, what was the third one?
Runaway Jury.
You've never seen Christmas with the
Oh.
Cranks?
No,
that's
I
the only
have.
other
I
one
thought we
I've
were just
seen.
taking that one off.
No,
there,
it was
sorry.
Mickey we're taking off.
Oh, Mickey.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it was Christmas with the Cranks. Yes, add on that. Yep.
Chris, how about you?
I've only seen Christmas with the Cranks and Pelican Brief.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen The Firm, The Client, A Time to Kill, and Christmas with the Cranks, and now for sure I can say The Pelican Brief. So 5 of his 9 major releases.
Yeah.
Technically it's 10, but we're counting the 9, not Mickey, because it seems to have really been a hyper-local U.S. release and very small screens. So,
Okay.
and yeah, I would say A Time to Kill as a drama is vastly superior. Christmas with the Cranks as a fun Christmas movie genuinely holds up really, really well. From what I remember, obviously it's been a long time, but I remember it being very like a fun Christmas movie in a way that's like,
Yeah.
it works.
Mhm.
So I would put that on my list of like, yep, I enjoy that. And I don't own that, but I'm like, if I was building a Christmas list, I think I'd put that on it for movies to have in the
Honestly,
collection.
2004 seems way earlier than I thought that Christmas with the Cranks came out.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been 22
I would have
years.
said that was like 2010.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that for me, like, it's warped because I'm pretty sure I didn't see it in theaters. I probably got it years later on DVD.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
absolutely.
it's just a really warped perception, like when you see a movie the first time. You're like, oh, that's when that came out?
Right.
You know?
Literally, the first time I saw it was like when it was on Prime.
Yeah.
For like Christmas or something.
Yeah. And it's obviously shot on digital, so it looks good, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's shot in full HD, so it looks good, you know, and it holds up. But yeah, that would be my 5, where I'm at on those. Though I would be interested to watch The Firm. That I wouldn't mind having like a separate movie night, not really related to the show. 'Cause it's a really good, like, Tom Cruise thriller from the early 90s. It works really well. Gene Hackman's really good in it too, as is Ed Harris, I think, and Holly Hunter. So let's get back to 1983 now, since speaking of stuff a long time ago. We're going to circle back to the pin I put in the box office. So this cracked the top 10. It was the number 10 box office movie of 1993 at $195 million. Can you guys guess the rest of the top 10 above the Pelican Brief?
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. One of them is another John Grisham movie.
I got it. The Firm.
There you go.
Hey, nailed it.
So we'll come back to
Was Jurassic Park 93?
it.
Was that 94?
It was the number 1 movie of 1993
Okay.
by a mile at 914 million, nearly
Damn.
450 million over the number 2,
Wow.
which is a classic from a specific actor. Like, I gave you the actor, you're probably gonna guess.
Is
That'll
it
be my
Tombstone.
No, Tombstone was later.
It's-
I think
Tombstone's 93.
it was 93.
Yeah.
I thought it was 94, but it's not Tombstone.
Is Toy Story 94?
It's 94 or 95. It's too early for this.
Okay. It wasn't 93.
These are all live action. One of them.
All live action. That's good to know.
Mechagodzilla.
No.
One of them was, I believe.
Is there
the
one
Best
that
Picture
pertains to
winner.
robots though?
No,
I
but
wrote
another
that.
one also stars Denzel, but not the number 2.
Also stars Denzel. It can't be like Man on Fire or something.
No,
like
that's
that.
way too late.
That's what I thought. Also stars Denzel. Remember the Titans was later on. I remember seeing that in theaters. Also stars.
It's Denzel and Tom Hanks.
Oh, Philadelphia
There
Story.
you go. That's number 9.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Another legal drama, actually.
Indeed. He starred in 2 that year. Had a pretty good year. Number
Yeah.
2 starred Robin Williams.
Is Doubtfire?
There you go.
Really? Okay.
Number 3 is not a legal drama, but a crime movie starring Harrison Ford. And one of my personal favorites of the 90s.
Oh,
fact, I just bought the 4K.
Air
Oh!
Force One. Not Air Force.
No,
Air Force One?
The Fugitive.
Yep.
Fugitive. Damn it. Yes.
I don't care from Tommy Lee Jones. Number one.
I didn't kill my wife.
Number 4, I think, should have been Best Picture in 1993 because the one that won Best Picture was not a top 10 film in terms of box office. I think this one should have.
Interesting.
As a movie. It is historically like, how did this not win? And it stars Liam Neeson.
Schindler's List?
That was 1993. That's the number 4 movie.
Wow.
321
Wow.
million.
Holy
The other-
shit,
and
that one not win.
The Firm was number 5. That's 270. And then the other 3, I'm pretty sure you're not going to get, so I'll give them to you. Indecent Proposal was 266 million. Cliffhanger, which I believe is a Stallone movie,
Oh,
Yes.
it is.
Yes, it is.
255. And then
guess it's
Sleepless
top
in
10.
Seattle.
Oh, shit.
okay. That's Sandra Bullock and the president from Independence Day.
No,
His
you're
son
wrong.
is Bob.
Nope. It's
Wait,
Tom Hanks.
See Tom Hanks. Yeah.
wait, Sleepless in Seattle?
Yeah, it's the first time him and was it Meg Ryan worked together? Yeah, it's Meg Ryan.
Wait,
You're
what's
talking-
the, what's the one that I'm thinking of?
Are you thinking something with Bill Pullman?
Yeah, Bill Pullman and Sandra Bullock.
Which movie is this? Bill Pullman, Sandra Bullock. While You Were Sleeping.
While You Were Sleeping. That's why it's
Sleeping
got
in the
sleep.
name.
It's got the sleep in there.
It's in the
Is
I
name.
get them mixed up all the time. I get them mixed
Sleepless in
up.
the Seattle thing, like, you got mail.
But they would work together.
Yeah,
and You
it's-
Got Mail. That's
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the
okay. That's the other. Okay.
Precursor
I get those
You Got Mail.
confused.
that's their other pairing as a rom-com kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get so confused there.
Mhm.
Okay.
That was really all I got. We got some other
Yeah.
things we might be testing out in future episodes for segments.
Mhm.
Particularly, I guess, that movie plot from Joey, since he knows
Hey.
fewer movies than me and Gamma.
It's true.
And then he can give us the prompt with very little information, and then me and Gamma have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe see if we can merge that concept with like 21 questions and like shrink it down.
Okay.
You know, maybe do like
Yeah.
11 questions or something, just try to guess it. So guys, let's go scores. What are you
Ooh.
ranking The Pelican Brief out of 5?
Oh.
For reference, this movie is basically a 5 out of 10 consensus among critics, give or take.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Yeah. That's
two?
that's
No.
where I was thinking too.
Well, then
Yeah.
it's Deuces Wild because it's 2s all around for here.
Straight up 2. It's
Hey,
like Fun with Dick and Jane we said is a 2.5, but like
Yeah.
I would say that Fun with Dick and Jane is a 2.5 that's miles ahead of Pelican Brief in
Yes.
rewatchability.
Yes.
Yeah, to put that in context, like I said earlier, this movie I would not mind if Joey had a rip, I wouldn't mind watching it, but I'm never gonna go out of my way to buy this. You know?
No, this is
Yeah.
probably the first one I would say I wouldn't purchase if I saw it.
You would
in a
include
while.
Kingpin?
I already have it.
Yeah. Speaking of The Hunger Games, Stanley
Oh.
Tucci, Woody
Oh,
Harrelson.
Fuck, I forgot Tucci
Damn
was in
it.
those.
Yep,
God damn.
Dun, 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 dun.
indeed. I don't know about you guys, but what is the first movie you think of when you think Stanley Tucci?
Devils or Prada.
Is that just because?
Tom said it recently.
I was gonna say
It-
recently
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
because I bring it up, it gets brought up enough in her chat. Probably Transformers 4 and 5. Because
Okay.
they somehow
Shit,
gave
yeah.
bad performances from Stanley Tucci.
So for me, it's the movie Beethoven.
He's in
Is
Beethoven?
he the dad?
He's the bad guy that gets like bit by the Doberman Pinchers and whatever.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
what I think of when I think
What?
of when I see Stanley Tucci. I'm like, oh, Beethoven.
Wow, that is going back a ways. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Yeah.
in the core?
he's the
that's
guy
funny.
who's like got the crooked tooth or something, whatever.
Wow. I would
Slicked
not
back
have
hair.
pulled that out of my hat at all.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's a
that's funny.
1992. That was a
Yeah.
year before this movie.
And then he turns around and plays a terrorist assassin. The acting
Yes.
range of Stanley Tucci.
Could you?
Crazy.
And then he's in Transformers and Hunger Games, and he's in Devil Wears
He
Prada.
plays two different
and-
characters in Transformers in the same canon.
Wait, does he really?
Yeah, he's the tech dude in the fourth one, and then he's fucking Merlin in the fifth one. Insane.
Merlin?
Yeah, it's insane. Makes no sense.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
it's crazy. Absolutely fucking bonkers.
Oh, the Kingsman, son of a bitch. That would have been mine. I forgot. The butler. Yeah, he's Merlin. Yep, sorry. You
No,
just said it.
No,
Merlin
That's-
Transformers.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the ancient Merlin.
that's Mark Strong is Merlin in
Yeah,
Kingsman.
Kingsman's Mark Strong.
So I do see it. There is a
could-
resemblance.
he could've played that
Bald
role,
Stanley Tucci
absolutely.
and Mark Strong.
Yeah.
Yes, they look pretty similar.
Yeah, he could have played that role, but that's Mark Strong. I'm talking
Oh,
ancient
yeah.
Merlin the Wizard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
who somehow knew Transformers. What the fuck? Anyway, we're
makes
not talking about
sense.
that
Yeah.
shitty franchise anymore. We're gonna pick our next movie, which I hope isn't Transformers.
Wait, before we do that, does anybody have anything to add?
It's a good question because I do.
I do as well.
Gamma, we'll have you go first. I've done a lot of talking.
So it was actually pretty crazy. I told the story beforehand, but we recorded the last video of this the day before Mother's Day in the United States. I think it's a different date across the ponds and whatever, but for the United States, it was last Sunday. So when I went to take my mother for lunch, we stopped by a resale shop on the way back. I said, "Pick a movie. We'll watch it this afternoon." She immediately said, "Oh, have you ever seen the Pelican Brief?" Which is crazy.
Such a crazy
And then I
role.
told her, "Yeah, you own it. I've probably seen it before." And then I showed her where it was when we got home. But I bought her a movie. It was called Peacemaker. It was Nicole Kidman and George Clooney, I think. It was
Also,
okay.
you didn't watch season 1 of Peacemaker.
No, that's Peacekeeper,
No, it's Peacemaker.
isn't it? Oh, then this one's called Peacekeeper.
Okay.
We'll
We'll have to look it up.
But I saw this and it's been on my YouTube feed a lot recently, so I picked up Moneyball.
Good movie.
Ooh.
Very good movie.
It's an enjoyable one.
Yeah.
Good Brad Pitt movie. So Gamma,
Good
you're
Jonah
also
Hill
going to be
movie.
getting something else. You're going to be getting Farscape, the Peacekeeper Wars,
Yes.
because I bought
Yes.
this show, the 25th anniversary release, which has the Peacekeeper Wars.
Woo.
So you're gonna get that. I'm either gonna mail it to you or give it to you if we meet up again this year. Then I went to a
Yeah,
thrift
just
store
whatever next time.
and found 4 movies, most of which will
Nice.
not ever go with me into my wherever I get my new place collection. We'll stay with my parents for the their grandson, my now uncle. Or I'm now an uncle. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
stay with them. I bought Game Night.
Oh,
What-
that's a fun one.
Oh.
It was not $5.99. That's just the original sticker.
Mhm.
And then I got the family name is written on it, but it's the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
Claymation, let's go.
on Blu-ray.
Nice.
Toy Story 2, which I
Hey.
didn't own. And
Nice.
I got the second Incredibles.
Woo.
So now I have both of those movies.
Good.
And the
Pretty
other
good.
TV show I ordered showed up. Not to talk about TV much, but I'm in the middle of an Expanse rewatch, so I was like, screw it.
Oh, nice.
Birthday money. I'm
Nice.
gonna buy all 6 seasons
Yep.
of The Expanse.
Ooh.
Heck
And now it's
yeah.
gonna grind my gears if now they finally come out and say, "Oh, by the way, we're doing a 4K release."
Okay.
That's gonna
You know they will.
that's gonna
Yeah.
piss me off. If that happens, then
Oh,
I'd be like, "Hey, Joey, you want to buy this?"
Yeah, fucking A. I guess I did add to my collection. Part 2. I want to blow my head off with this. Part 2 of Mad Men, the final season. They broke it up into 2 parts. Why?
Why?
John Hamm
Why
got
do
too popular
do
for that show.
that?
Because John Hamm got
That's
too popular.
crazy.
He was too busy. That's largely why. There was other stuff
Okay.
too, but and
Plus
AMC,
America.
not that big a network. Like
No,
you know, like
they
they did
weren't
not
that
have the
big,
the
yeah.
money to be like, "Hey, here's HBO money."
Go crazy.
Yep.
Fuck, that was
All right,
nuts.
so it's time to pick our next movie. But before we do that, we got to pick our next host. We've got a random from my collection, a random from Joey's, and then we've got dealer
damn.
choices left on the board from either the Discord or I believe Joe and me. I don't know. I got to remember the list. But let's see what happens.
So.
We got 5 hosts left, so 5 episodes left this season. It's going to be the last random from Joe's collection.
Oh dear God!
Let's
oh, dear God.
go.
All right.
Let's
all
go.
Pray. Let's all pray in unison.
While it spins, Joey, tell us what you hope we get. Shot in the dark. What do you want?
Shit.
5 seconds. 3.
51st
nice
dates.
tale.
51st dates. Okay. It's something with the G. The 1998 Godzilla.
Yeah!
Yo, I am
Godzilla.
excited because I haven't seen this movie in a while, and I know it's
Same.
not fantastic, but it's not terrible.
No. Yay! There's so many bad ones on this list.
Dude,
that could've
Matthew
been picked.
Broderick?
Indeed.
Heck yeah.
So that is going to be our next film. The 1998 Godzilla, a.k.a. Tinyzilla, is going to be showing up
Woo!
to wreck Madison Square Garden,
Let's go.
which I guess should just be nuked from orbit anyway, but it's a different topic for a different day. All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you in roughly 2 weeks from whenever this goes live. We've got stuff in the works, like a charity stream that has like, you can see I got the fundraising thermometer. I got the wood burnings behind me. We're doing a charity thing, Memorial Day weekend. So that whole week ain't happening. And tomorrow I get to do some lovely colonoscopy prep. Cool beans.
Yeah! Butthole stuff.
Indeed. And then I got to go see my nephew who was just born. So like I got busy plans for the next 3 to 4 weekends.
That is very busy.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So we'll play it by ear when our next 5 episodes are all going to drop. But for this one, well, you've already watched it, so we'll see you in 2 weeks for the next one.
Yeah.
No, hit the play again button. Just go from the top. You forgot everything. We're going to see you in 3 seconds once you hit replay right now.
And hello, everyone. Okay, there we go. we got the loop.
Dude, did you guys know that Stanley Tucci's in this movie?
Yep.
I think of Beethoven all the time.